Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to weekly class. So today we will discuss about a very important pastime called Gundicha Marjan Leela. Today is the auspicious occasion of Gundicha Marjan, which happens before the day before Rath Yatra. Tomorrow is Rath Yatra, so today is Gundicha Marjan. So before starting, we'll start with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Padantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रा सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So tomorrow is Rath Yatra, the yearly chariot festival of Lord Jagannath. So Rath Yatra is the day where the Supreme Lord comes out of the temple to see all of us, because there are certain restrictions to enter into the Jagannath Puri temple. Some people cannot enter, but Jagannath ji yearly comes once and gives darshan to everyone. On this day of Rath Yatra, everyone can get darshan of Jagannath, they can access Jagannath, even they can embrace Jagannath. So that is Rath Yatra. So just before the day of Rath Yatra, there is Gundicha Marjan. So in Rath Yatra, the deities Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Maharani, they go from the main temple to the Gundicha temple, or the Mausi body. The main temple is called Nilachal and the Gundicha temple is Sundarachal. So the deities, they go from Nilachal to Sundarachal, and this is called Rath Yatra. And it starts with the Snan Purnima. So if we see the entire timeline, there is Snan Yatra or Snan Purnima, where the deities Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, they are bathed with different fragrant waters. And after this, there is a period from Purnima, from Snan Purnima to Amavasya. This 15 days period is called Anavasar. During this period, Lord Jagannath has fever, and therefore there is no darshan available. No darshan in the main temple as well as in the Gundicha temple. So these 15 days, there is no darshan, and this period is called Anavasar. During this period, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take darshan in Alarnath. There is a place near to Puri called Alarnath. There Lord Jagannath manifested himself as another deity called Alvarnath. And Lord Chaitanya used to take darshan of that, and that is non-different from Jagannath. So that is the Anavasya period. And the next day of Amavasya, that is Pratipad. In this Pratipad Tithi, two things happen. One is Netrotsav and another is Gundicha Marjan. Netrotsav means, so basically what happens, after Snan Purnima, Lord Jagannath is having fever. And after 15 days, within these 15 days, Jagannath ji takes a specific diet, some kind of Ayurvedic medicine, and takes the service of the Daitapatis. And then Jagannath ji is cured. There is another significance of this Anavasar period, that during regular time in the year, Jagannath ji is so busy in giving darshan to his devotees. Even when the temple is closed for people in general, the demigods come and take darshan of Jagannath. So whole day Jagannath ji is distributing mercy through Mahaprasad and giving darshan. And therefore, Jagannath ji cannot give much personal time to Lakshmi Devi. So during this Anavasar period, 15 days from Purnima to Amavasya, Jagannath ji gives some personal times to Lakshmi Devi also. So then in the Pratipatti Tithi, Netrotsav happens, because in Snan Purnima, Jagannath ji is bathed with many pots of fragrant water. So the deity has to be repainted, because the color fades away after this Snan Purnima. So then Netrotsav means repainting the deities and repainting the eyes of Jagannath. And this also marks that Jagannath ji has regained health after this Anavasar period, after the period of fever. Jagannath ji again regained his health. And he is now ready to tour Vrindavan. So therefore, after this period of fever, Jagannath ji wishes that I should go for a weather change, kind of. And therefore, I should go out and I would travel to Vrindavan and I would stay there for some time and come back. So that is one of the reasons of Rath Yatra. After this fever, Jagannath ji is going for an outing. That is Rath Yatra. And during the outing, Jagannath ji is meeting everyone and giving mercy to everyone. So Gundicha Marjan, today is the day of Gundicha Marjan. This Gundicha Marjan is preparing the Mahavedi or Gundicha temple for Lord Jagannath's arrival. Before Jagannath ji arrives, tomorrow Jagannath ji will come to the Gundicha temple. So today, devotees in Gundicha temple, they clean the whole temple and make the place suitable for Lord Jagannath's stay. So that is called Gundicha Marjan. And then tomorrow, Ashadi Shukla Ditiya is marked as Rath Yatra. And then Jagannath ji stays there for 7 days, from Ditiya to Ekadashi. During Ekadashi, return Rath Yatra happens. So in going and coming, one day, it takes around one and a half day. And prominently 7 days, Jagannath ji is there in Gundicha temple. This Gundicha temple is non-different from Vrindavan. Okay. In between, Hera Panchami also happens, the 5th day from Rath Yatra, and some lila happens there. Lakshmi Devi goes, because Jagannath ji told Lakshmi Devi that I am only going for a few days, 2-3 days. But then Jagannath ji stays there for 7 days. So on the 5th day, Lakshmi Devi visits, goes to Gundicha temple, and what happens? The Pandas of Jagannath ji, they are frightened that Lakshmi Devi has come. They search the door of Gundicha temple, and Lakshmi Devi becomes angry, and Lakshmi Devi breaks the chariot of Jagannath. That is called Hera Panchami. That is also a separate lila. And then finally, Ashadi Shukla Ekadashi is the Tithi of return Rath Yatra or Bahuda Yatra. So this is the timeline. So today is the day of Gundicha Marjan, where devotees are preparing the seat for Lord Jagannath in Gundicha temple by cleaning the temple thoroughly. Okay. So we have already discussed the Snan Purnima Lila. The Snan Purnima is basically marks the appearance of Lord Jagannath. So we know, we have discussed it in a separate video, and I shared that in the group as well, that how King Indradumna and his ministers, Vidyapati, found out Nil Madhav, and then the whole Avanti, King Indradumna was the king of Avanti region. So King Indradumna came. Along with King Indradumna, the entire residents of Avanti Pradesh, they also visited Utkal Pradesh to have the darshan of Nil Madhav. But then Nil Madhav disappeared, and by the instructions of Narad Muni, Indradumna Maharaj followed the steps, did some Ashwamedh Yagyas, and then finally Nil Madhav remanifested in the form of Jagannath. And that Jagannath ji came in the form of a wood. So a great divine wood came from the ocean, and Vishwabhasu and Vidyapati, they lifted the wood, and Lord Vishwakarma came in the form of a carpenter, and he carved the deities of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Maharani. Initially, it seemed that deities are unfinished, they have no hands, no feet, but then Narada Muni disclosed that this is the original form. This is the form of Krishna when Krishna is missing Srimati Radharani and Vrindavan. So that is the form of Lord Jagannath, and that's the story of Lord Jagannath appearance that is in Snana Yatra. And from Snana Yatra Purnima to this Amavasya period is now over, and now today we are in the Pratipat Tithi where this Gundicha Marjan will happen. Now when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there in Jagannath Puri, he used to celebrate this Gundicha Marjan with great ecstasy along with all devotees. So we will discuss that briefly, that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to celebrate or observe this Gundicha Marjan. And that is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 12. Yeah. So we'll not read all the verses because this is a quite big chapter, you can see. But it is highly recommended that you can read this chapter. Just in Google, you can search Chaitanya Charitamrita CC Madhya 12 and you should read that chapter. That means Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 12. So there are 222 verses, but we will discuss this briefly. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is described, who is kind of biographer for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is writing this biography called Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he is going to explain this particular lila of observing Gundicha Marjan. Shri Gundicha Mandiram Atma Vrindai Sammarjayan Shalanata Shagauram Swachitta Vachitalamujjalancha Krishnopavesho Paikam Chakaram. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed the Gundicha temple with his devotees and associates. In this way, he made it cool and bright as his own heart. And thus he made the temple a befitting place for Lord Sri Krishna to sit, or Lord Jagannath to sit. And he starts this chapter by glorifying, announcing all glories to Lord Gaurachandra Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Pandit, and other devotees. Jaya Jaya Gaurachandra Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Gana, Shakti Deho Kariyano Chaitanya Varnanam. So he is asking empowerment from all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like Srivas Pandit, so that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami can explain this lila well. Okay, so let's go to verse number 71. From there it starts. Yeah. So before this, till verse number 71, there is one small episode discussed that Maharaj Prataprudra was the king of Jagannath Puri. And Maharaj Prataprudra was a very great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so I assume that we all know the identity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath. That is essential. Otherwise, we cannot understand any of these leelas. In brief, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Okay. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. He is Krishna Chaitanya, he is Krishna himself. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he is taking the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani. So externally you will see the complexion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gaura, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, not like Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's complexion is like Srimati Radharani. And the mood is also like a devotee. Krishna's mood is like Ishvara. I am the God. I am receiving service from the devotees. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood is to give service to Krishna, to give service to Jagannath. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna internally, but externally he is Radharani. He is taking the mood of Radharani and complexion of Radharani. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the outfit of Radharani. And Lord Jagannath is Krishna himself, who is feeling separation from Radharani. Lord Jagannath stays like this Jagannath Puri temple is non-different from Dwarka. So when Krishna was in Dwarka, he was always remembering the gopis of Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani. So Krishna in Dwarka is always in separation from the devotees of Vrindavan, and that is the mood of Jagannath. Jagannath is Krishna who is staying in Dwarka Dham, but always remembering of Vrindavan and always remembering of Radharani, Jashoda Mata, the cows of Vrindavan, the Sakhis of Vrindavan, the gopis of Vrindavan, Sakhas, and all. So that is Jagannath, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. Now, this Prataprudra Maharaj was the king of Puri. He was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not give darshan to this Prataprudra. And Prataprudra was very, very eager to have the darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But because Prataprudra is a king, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the order of renunciation, sannyas, so it is not good for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a sannyas rule to meet this Maharaj Prataprudra. So therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always denying that I will not meet Prataprudra. Then Prataprudra requested the very close associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that please request on behalf of me to the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives me darshan. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was internally pleased to hear about the devotion of Prataprudra. Prataprudra even said that I will become a beggar and I will become a yogi. I will leave all these royal duties if I do not get the darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So after hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased that Maharaj Prataprudra, although he is a king, he is putting this Krishna Bhakti and Vaishnav Seva in a top priority. And he is telling, if I am not able to get the darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and receive his mercy, I will give up these royal duties. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was internally pleased with Prataprudra, but externally, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing that I have to maintain my order of renunciation. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Channa avatar. He is Krishna himself, but he will never manifest that I am Krishna. He will always act as a devotee. And a devotee of Vaishnava ideally should act in this way, that he should stick to his duties. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu externally said, no, I cannot meet this Prataprudra because that is against the rule of my sannyas. So that happened. And different devotees requested Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu was pleased with Prataprudra. And finally, someday, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will shower his mercy to Maharaj Prataprudra. That will happen during the Rath Yatra Leela. But today we'll discuss something else. But we should remember that as a context because later on, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will shower mercy on Prataprudra. Now let's start from this, verse number 71. Ei mato nana range dina kata gelo Jagannather Ratha Yatra Nikota hoilo. In this way, Lord passed some days in great jubilation. So the Lord means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. Then the car festival of Lord Jagannath approached. So Rath Yatra, car festival approached. Then what happened? Prathame Kashi Mishre Prabhu Bolailo Paricha Patra Sarva Bhome Bolaya Anilo. So this Kashi Mishra is a person, Mahaprabhu is residing in Gambhira, and that is the home of Kashi Mishra. So Mahaprabhu is residing in the home of Kashi Mishra. And Kashi Mishra has some position in the temple and also the caretaker of the temple. Okay. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first of all called Kashi Mishra, then the superintendent of the temple, and then Sarvam Bhattacharya. Mahaprabhu called all of them. These are like in the authoritative position of the temple. Any decision of the temple they will take. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is wanting to do the service of Gundicha Marjan. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to take up this service of cleaning the Gundicha temple before Lord Jagannath's arrival. And therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called these people, these authorities, and taking permission from them. When these three people came before the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he begged them for permission to wash the temple known as Gundicha. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked for the permission to wash the Gundicha temple. परीक्षा कहे आमी सब सेवक तोमार जे इच्छा जे तुम्हारे इच्छा से ही कर्तव्य आमार. Upon hearing the Lord's request for permission to wash the Gundicha temple, the Padicha or the superintendent of the temple said, "My dear sir," Padicha is telling to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "we are all your servants. Whatever you desire is our duty to perform. So you need not take any permission from us. Whatever you wish to do, you can." And the king gave a special order for me to do without delay whatever your lordship orders. So, O Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever you will order, whatever ingredients you require, I will immediately supply because that is the king's order. So don't take permission from me, just order me what I need to do. তোমার যোগ্য সেবা নহে মন্দির মার্জন এই এক লীলা করো ye তোমার মন. My dear Lord, washing the temple is not a service befitting you. This is a very menial service. You are Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are Krishna himself. The close associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows this fact that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. But nonetheless, if you wish to do this service, then it is to be accepted as one of your pastimes and you can do this service. To wash the temple, you will need many water pots and brooms. Therefore, please order me. I can immediately bring all the things for you. As soon as the superintendent understood the desire of the Lord, he immediately delivered 100 new water pots and 100 brooms for sweeping the temple. The next day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with all the personal associates and devotees, started for the Gundicha temple and they will do this Gundicha Marjan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his own hand smeared the sandalwood pulp on the bodies of different devotees. Shri haste dilo savare ek ek marjani sab gan laya prabhu chalila apuni. He then gave each devotee a broom with his own hand and taking all of them personally with him, the Lord went to Gundicha. In this way, the Lord and his associates went to cleanse the Gundicha temple. At first, they cleansed the temple with brooms. So the procedure of cleaning is like this. They will first clean with brooms because it is not proper to directly sprinkle water on the dust. Otherwise, the dust will get attached to ground and it will not be washed properly. So they will first clean with the broom, like 2 rounds of cleaning with broom, and then they will wash the temple. So that is the agenda. Bhitara mandira upar sakala majilo singhasana maji puno sthapana korilo. The Lord cleansed everything inside the temple very nicely, including the ceiling. Then he took up the sitting place, Simhasan, where Lord Jagannath will sit, and cleansed it again and put it in his original position. So Lord also cleansed the Simhasan. Simhasan means the royal throne on which Jagannath ji will sit upon arrival during the day of Rath Yatra. Thus the Lord and his companions cleansed and swept all temple's buildings, big and small, and finally cleansed the area between the temple and the Kirtan hall, that is called Jagamohan. So they cleaned everything, not only the Singhasan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cleansed all the buildings and the Kirtan hall and the area between the temple and the Kirtan hall. Indeed, hundreds of devotees were engaged in cleaning all around the temple, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally carrying out the operation just to instruct others. So here, whenever the Supreme Lord performs pastimes, he is instructing all of us through these pastimes. So this is the teaching. Jat jat acharati shreshtas tattadeve tarojana sajat pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says 3.21 that a leader should instruct the followers by his own example. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is cleaning vigorous, and that is how he is inspiring others. And we'll see later that everyone is trying to broom the temple and collect dust. So the dust collected by all other devotees, if you accumulate all of them, and the dust collected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so the dust collected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is even more than the collected dust of all other devotees. So this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching all of them, instructing all of them by his personal example, how to cleanse the temple of Lord Jagannath. And this shows the love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for Jagannath. Basically, the love of Radharani for Krishna. प्रेमोल्लासे शोधे न लये न कृष्ण नाम भक्तो गान कृष्ण कहे करे निज काम. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed the temple in great jubilation, chanting the holy names of Krishna all time. So they are not doing prajalpa. During cleansing the temple, they are always taking Krishna's name. All the devotees were also chanting and at the same time performing their respective duties. The beautiful body of the Lord was covered with dust and dirt. In this way, it became transcendently beautiful. The complexion of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like molten gold. And during this cleaning process, it was covered with dust and dirt. And therefore, it appeared even more beautiful. At times when cleansing the temple, the Lord shed tears. And in some places, he even cleansed with those tears. In some places, the Lord is cleansing the place with his own tears. Why tears are coming? Because of love for Jagannath. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is ecstatic because he is cleaning the temple for Lord Jagannath's arrival. Bhoga mandir shodhan kori shodhilo prangan shakolo abasha krame korilo shodhan. After this, the place where deity's food was kept, the Bhoga mandir was cleansed, then the yard was cleansed, and then all the residential quarters, one after another. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu collected all the straw, dust, and grains of sand in one place, he gathered it all in his cloth and threw it outside. So Lord Chaitanya is using even his own clothes in the cleansing of this temple. We would consider that I should not make my clothes dirty. So we will take the clothes and keep it in a safe place so that it does not get dirty. But here, see the love of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is cleansing the temple using his own clothes. এই মত ভক্ত গণ করি নিজ বাসে তৃণ ধুলি বাহিরে ফেলাই পরম হরিষে প্রভু কহে কে কত করিয়াছ সম্মার্জন তৃণ ধুলি দেখিলে জানিব পরিশ্রম. So by following the example of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, other devotees also collected the dust and straw and using their clothes, they are throwing them outside. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also told that I can see how much you have labored. Labored means how much service you are doing for Lord Jagannath, how much cleansing service you are doing. By seeing how much dust you have collected, by seeing that, I will understand that how much eager you are for serving Jagannath. Even though all the devotees collected dirt in one pile, the dirt collected by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was much greater than combined collected dirt of all other devotees. So this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is leading by his own example. After the inside of the temple was cleansed, the Lord again allotted areas for devotees to clean. So this is second round of cleaning with broom. This is starting now. The Lord then ordered everyone to cleanse the inside of the temple very perfectly by taking finer dust, straws, and grains of sand and throwing them outside. In the second round of cleaning, even the more finer dust, straws, and like grains of sand, they were clean. সব বৈষ্ণব লইয়া যবে দুইবার শোধিল দেখি মহাপ্রভুর মনে সন্তোষ হইল. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas cleansed the temple for the second time with broom, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy to see the cleansing work, and now cleansing by water can be started. So for that we need water. আর শত জন শত ঘাটে জল ভরি প্রথমেই লইয়া আছে কাল অপেক্ষা করি. While the temple was being swept, about 100 men stood ready with filled water pots. Some devotees were cleaning the temple with broom. During that time, few devotees were ready with 100 pots of water, that after this cleaning by broom, water cleaning will start. So they were ready with filled water pots. And they simply awaited for Lord's order to throw the water from them. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for water, all the men immediately brought 100 water pots which were completely filled and delivered them before the Lord. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first washed the main temple and then thoroughly washed the ceiling, the walls, the floor, the sitting place, Simhasana, and everything else within the room. So not only the floor, they are also cleaning the ceiling, the walls, the Simhasana, everything. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself and devotees began to throw water onto the ceiling. And when this water fell, it also was the walls and the floor. So this is how the entire temple, the ceiling, walls and floor, they were getting cleaned. Shri Haste Karen Singhasaner Marjan Prabhu Age Jalo Ani Dei Bhaktagan. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to wash the sitting place of Lord Jagannath, like the Simhasan, with his own hands. So all other places devotees are washing. But when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was washing the Simhasan, the sitting place, this is the most important place. In the whole temple, that is the place where Lord Jagannath will sit. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after pouring water, cleansing the place with his own hand. This is the love for Lord Jagannath. And all the devotees began to bring water to the Lord while the Lord was cleaning the Simhasan with his own hand. All the devotees within the temple began to wash. Each one had a broom in hand, and in this way they cleansed the temple of the Lord. Someone brought water to pour into the hands of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and someone poured water on his lotus feet. Keho jalo ani dei Mahaprabhur kare, keho jalo dei taru charano upare. There is one interesting phenomena here. So, because during this Gundicha Marjan, during the water cleansing period, everywhere there is water on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. So everywhere there is water. And devotees took this opportunity that everywhere there is water. So this is the best way to get Charanamrit of the Lord. So some devotees are giving, supplying water to the hand of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some devotees are telling, oh Mahaprabhu, please take this water and cleanse. Mahaprabhu taking that and cleansing the Singhasana. And some devotees secretly pouring water onto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and taking that water as a Charanamrit. So this is the opportunity. Because everywhere is water, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not know that who is pouring water secretly into his lotus feet. So taking this opportunity, devotees are drinking the Charanamrit of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. কেহ লুকাইয়া করে সেই জলপান কেহ মাগি লয় কেহ অন্য করে দান. The water that fell from the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was drunk by someone who hid himself. Someone else begged that water from other devotees, please give me Charanamrit. And another person was giving that water in charity. Some people were telling that, oh, I have tasted this Charanamrit, you also take. So some people were distributing Charanamrit. Some asked for Charanamrit, and some poured water and took the Charanamrit directly from the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is how devotees are getting the Charanamrit of the Supreme Lord also in this Leela. And regarding this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will give another teaching. We will discuss that. After the room was washed, the water was let out through outlet, and then it flowed and filled the yard outside. Then the Lord mopped the rooms with his own clothes, mopping with his own clothes, and he polished the throne with them also. This is again leading by example. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not concerned about how the clothes will get dirty, but his love for Jagannath is pouring. In this way, all the rooms were cleansed with 100 water pots. After the rooms had been cleansed, the minds of the devotees were clean. Minds of the devotees were as clean as the rooms. This is another teaching that when we clean the temple hall and when we wash the plates of the Lord after Bhoga offering, our minds are cleansed. So we should do these cleaning services for the Lord, cleaning the temple room, cleaning the vessels of the Lord. Then our mind and our heart will be cleansed. When the temple was cleansed, it was purified, cool and pleasing, just as if the Lord's own pure mind had appeared. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart is very clean. And after the Gundicha Mandir was clean, it seemed the Gundicha Mandir was so clean that it appeared that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart is brought outside in the form of Gundicha temple. It was as clean as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart. Since hundreds of men were engaged in bringing water from the lake, there was no place to stand on the banks. Consequently, someone began to draw water from well. Hundreds of devotees brought water in the pots. Hundreds took the empty pots to fill them again. With the exception of Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Swarup Damodar, Brahmananda Bharati, Paramananda Puri. These are the senior devotees, senior associates of the Supreme Lord. Everyone was engaged in filling the water pots and bringing them. And these devotees were constantly with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and helping them in cleaning. All other devotees, like most of the junior devotees, they went to the Indradumna Sarovar and came with filled water pots. Many of the water pots were broken when people collided with one another, and hundreds of men had to bring new water pots to fill. Some people were filling the pots and others were washing the rooms, but everyone was engaged in chanting of the holy names. Krishna Krishna ko hi kare ghate ra prarthan, Krishna Krishna ko hi kare ghato samarpan. One person begged for a water pot by chanting the holy names Krishna Krishna. Another delivered a pot while chanting Krishna Krishna. So if I need a water pot from someone, I will not say, please give me the water pot. No, I will say Krishna Krishna. And just by my gesture, the other devotee will understand that I am asking for the water pot. If I need to give someone a water pot, I will just say Krishna Krishna. And by that, the other devotee will understand. Whenever anyone had to speak, he did so by uttering the holy names of Krishna. Everyone told only Krishna Krishna, and everybody understood by the bodily gestures. Consequently, the holy name of Krishna became an indication for everyone who wanted something. And this is how Lord Krishna's names are continuously chanted. And this is called Sanketik Namabhas. There are different stages of benefits we get from chanting the holy names. So this is called Sanketik Namabhas because we are not directly addressing the Lord. We are addressing the other devotees. We are calling other devotees. And we are using Krishna's name to do that. So that is called Sanketim Namabhas. Prema Vashe Prabhu Kahe Krishna Krishna Nam Ekale Prema Veshe Kare Shato Janir Kam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was vibrating the holy names of Krishna in ecstatic love, and he himself was performing the work of hundreds of men. It appeared as though Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were cleaning and washing with 100 hands. He approached every devotee just to teach him how to work. It appeared that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing so much work that it appeared that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having 100 hands. Otherwise, it is not possible. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised and chastised devotees also very sweetly during this Leela. Some devotees were cleansing the temple very sincerely. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised them. And some were not cleaning very well. And Lord had his own sweet way to chastise them. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw someone doing nicely, Lord praised him. But if he saw someone was not working to his satisfaction, he immediately chastised, not bearing him any grudge. How sweetly he is chastising, let's see. Tumi bhalo koriyacho shikhaho onnere, ei mato bhalo karmo seho jeno kore. The Lord said to someone who is not working sincerely, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to him that you have done a great job. Please teach others also how you are doing this. So then that devotee was embarrassed that I am not doing sincerely, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that I have done a great job and he is telling me to inspire others. And this is how they became ashamed, and thus the devotees began to work with great attention. So this was a very nice way of chastising, sweet chastisement from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there was the Jagamohan area, the area between the temple hall and the Kirtan hall. And then the place where food was kept, the Bhoga Mandir, and all other places were also washed. In this way, the meeting place was washed, entire yard, and the raised seating places, kitchen, every other room, everything is washed. All the places around the temple were thoroughly washed within and without. After everything was thoroughly washed, Vaishnava from Bengal, a Vaishnava from Bengal, who was very intelligent and simple, came and poured water on the lotus feet of the Lord. So this was going on. The devotees are pouring water to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and drinking the Charanamrita, sharing the Charanamrita with others. This was going on. But there was a very simple Vaishnava who could not hide himself. Okay. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu caught this devotee. The Gaudiya Vaishnava then took that water and drank it himself. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could see that this Vaishnava is pouring water onto my feet and then drinking that water. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt a little unhappy and he was also outwardly angry. यद्यपि गोसाई होइया छे संतोष धर्म संस्थापन लागी बाहिरे महारोष. Although Lord was certainly satisfied with him, this is a very important statement to understand. He became angry externally in order to establish the etiquette of religious principles. So it is very difficult to understand the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if we follow our acharyas, we can understand that mood. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was internally happy with that Vaishnava, but externally he was very angry. Why? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was internally happy because this Vaishnava has understood the importance of Charanamrita of a Vaishnava. Whenever Guru Maharaj or some Vaishnava of high caliber, they come to our house, we should wash their feet and drink the Charanamrita of exalted Vaishnavas. It is mentioned that Bhakta Pada Dhuli or Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh Teen Mahabal. Bhakta Pada Dhuli, the lotus dust from a devotee. Bhakta Pada Jal, the Charanamrit of a devotee. The water which has washed the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. And Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh, whenever a Vaishnava takes prasad and the remnants of prasad, these three things are very, very potent. If you take that, Krishna Bhakti will manifest. So it was a culture. We also see when Sudama Vipra, Sudama Brahman went to Dwarka, Lord Krishna himself washed the lotus feet of Sudama and drank that water. So this is a culture. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased that this Vaishnava knows this culture and has understood the essence of Vaishnava Dharma, that taking the Charanamrit from a devotee is exalted. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased with him that he is taking Bhakta Pada Jal from a Vaishnava. But externally, he should be angry because a Vaishnava should not be very happy giving his own Charanamrit. And that too within the temple of Lord Jagannath. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was externally angry. The Lord then called Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar is a very close associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Krishna Lila, he was Lalita Shakhi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani and Lalita Shakhi is very close. Radharani has Ashta Shakhis. If you go to ISKCON Mayapur, you will see Radha Madhav and Ashta Shakhis. So actually, only Radharani can serve Krishna directly. And the Sakhis, they help Radharani in her service to Krishna. And then there are Manjaris who help these Sakhis in their service to Srimati Radharani. So this is how there is a hierarchy. And our Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari, who is helping Lalita Shakhi in his service to Radharani. And we are called Rupanuga Gaudiyas. So we are helping Rupa Goswami, who is a Manjari, to serve Lalita Shakhi. And Lalita Shakhi is serving Srimati Radharani. And then Srimati Radharani is serving Sri Krishna. This is the hierarchy you should maintain. So Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Shakhi. But in Gaur Lila, he is Swarup Damodar. And is a very close associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entrusted this service of training Vaishnavas. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very busy and he is always in ecstasy chanting Krishna's names. So therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Swarup Damodar that you should train all of these devotees properly in different Vaishnava etiquettes and Shastras. So when this devotee broke the Vaishnava etiquette, then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Swarup Damodar and told him, just see the behavior of your Bengali Vaishnava. This person from Bengal has washed my feet within the temple of the personality of God. Not only that, but he has drunk the water himself. I now do not know what my destination is because of this offense. In the temple of the Supreme Lord, if someone washes the lotus feet of a devotee and drinks that water, this is considered to be an offense. If you want to drink the water from the lotus feet of a devotee, you should do that personally, not within the temple. In your home, you can do that. But actually, this is not 100% incorrect because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself. So the Bengali Vaishnava was right on that part. But because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Channa avatar, he will never manifest that I am God. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now acting as if he is a devotee. And therefore, he is telling that this is my offense. If someone washes my feet within the temple and drinks that water, I have to bear that offense. So indeed, your Bengali Vaishnava has greatly implicated me. At this point, Swarup Damodar Goswami caught the Gaudiya Vaishnava by neck and giving him a little push, ejected him from the Gundicha Puri temple and made him stay outside. So this is just to please Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Swarup Damodar Goswami understands the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He knows very well that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually pleased with that Vaishnava. But externally, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will behave in this way because he has to maintain the decorum of being a devotee. So this is how different pastimes and teachings are going on along with this Gundicha Marjan Leela. And then Swarup Damodar Goswami comes back, returns to the temple, and requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to excuse that innocent person. After this incident, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very satisfied that Swarup Damodar Goswami has chastised the Vaishnava. So Mahaprabhu was satisfied with that, and then asked all the devotees to sit down in 2 lines on both sides. And the Lord continued the process of cleansing. The Lord then personally sat down in the middle and picked up all kinds of straw, grains, sands, and dirty things. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also announced that whoever will collect a small quantity of dust, that means he has not worked sincerely, as a punishment, I will ask them to pay a fine of sweet cakes and sweet rice to all other devotees, Pithapana. So that devotee will have to feed others sweet cakes and sweet rice. So that was the punishment if you do not work sincerely. So in Gaur Lila, the punishments are also very sweet. Like Lord Nityananda Prabhu also gave a sweet punishment to Raghunath Das Goswami, which is known as the Panihati Dadi Cheda festival. A few days ago, we had this, right? So in the Panihati Dadi Cheda festival, Lord Nityananda Prabhu gave a punishment to Raghunath Das Goswami. So why Raghunath Das Goswami was punished and why Nityananda Prabhu did that, we already discussed that in the Panihati Dadi Cheda festival. So you can hear that lecture. So when the water from the different rooms were finally let out through the halls, it appeared as if new rivers were rushing out to meet the waters of the ocean. So much water was used to clean the Gundicha temple that when that water is finally let out through the halls, it appeared just as if there is new rivers are going to cease. Outside the gateway of the temple, all the roads were also cleansed. So not only the temple, the roads were also cleansed because Lord Jagannath will have an entry through that roads. And no one could tell exactly how this was done. After this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so this is mainly the Gundicha Marjan Leela. After this, there is a Nrsimha temple, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also cleansed the Nrsimha temple. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started doing Harinam Sankirtan. So physical cleansing is over, and now cleansing by Nam Sankirtan. So in Kali Yuga, the greatest cleansing happens by Nam Sankirtan. Om apavitra pavitra va sarvavastam gatopiba jat smarit pundari kaksham saha bahya abhantaraha shuchihi. So physical cleansing is required even in our home. If you want to clean a home, then you have to do a physical cleaning. But after that, you must invite Vaishnavas and do Harinam Sankirtan. If you do Harinam Sankirtan, all the subtle negative spirits and negative energies will be dissipated and it will be thoroughly cleansed by Harinam Sankirtan. So then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started doing Harinam Sankirtan, and like all other devotees started singing along with Swarup Damodar Goswami, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started dancing. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is getting all these different ecstatic symptoms like perspiration, trembling, fading, tears, jubilation, and all. And from the eyes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, tears poured like the rains in the month of Shravan. This is how loud Sankirtan is going on, and all the devotees are dancing and singing, and this is how cleansing by Harinam Sankirtan also happened. And then finally, all the devotees will sit together and they will take prasad. And during taking prasad also, the devotees will interact with each other, and there are different pastimes. like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Gopinath Acharya, they are interacting with each other. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi before, and Gopinath Acharya, Sarvabhauma's brother-in-law. So Gopinath Acharya says, Sarvabhauma, what happened to you? You are taking prasad by sitting with devotees. Once you was a great Mayavadi. Now you are chanting the names of Krishna, taking prasad with devotees. What happened to you? So this is how Gopinath Acharya was mocking Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Actually, Gopinath Acharya was very, very happy seeing that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has become a devotee now. Then Sarvabhauma told that this is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am like a crow, but by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has made me Gadura. Gadura is the highest, like the best among all the different birds. And the crow is a very, like, crow is not a very clean, dirty bird. So therefore, the Sarvam Bhattacharya accepted that this is only by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started taking prasadam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started asking for, where is Haridas? Haridas Thakur. Haridas was not there. Haridas was waiting outside, because Haridas considered himself that I am a Javan and I am a very low class person, Shudra person, and I should not sit with other devotees to take prasadam. So then Haridas told that, no, I will not take prasadam now. After Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes prasadam, I will take the remnants from Govinda. Govinda was the assistant, personal assistant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood the desire of Haridas Thakur. And this is actually the greater mercy, when I can take prasadam by sitting with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is also great. But taking prasadam on the remnants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is even greater. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did a like greater mercy on Haridas Thakur. So this is how different incidents are happening during taking prasadam also. And this Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu are cutting jokes on each other because they are God brothers. And that's also happening. So this is how, this is a long chapter. You can read all the details. This is how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu celebrated and observed this Gundicha Marjan Leela. And we can see how enthusiastically Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has cleansed this temple. So we can also observe this by cleaning our temple room and altar very nicely, following the example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and taking part in this Gundicha Marjan Leela. And you can also take part in cleaning some nearby temple, some ISKCON temple. You can do the seva of cleaning. And you should also take part in Rath Yatra in some near ISKCON center. Rath Yatra is tomorrow. So try to participate in Rath Yatra and try to pull the ropes of the Jagannath's chariot in this Rath Yatra. Very, very important. So today in the Gita class in the morning, we will also explain. In Indian time, it is morning. In US time, it is evening. So we will also explain about Rath Yatra and return Rath Yatra as well. So see you tomorrow again. गुंडिचा मार्जन लीला की जय, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। So I will not take any questions because of time crunch. If you have any questions, you can send me over WhatsApp. Okay, I will answer you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.